Today I feel like I've developed a new skill. I've used PowerPoint, which I haven't used before, so I've developed that today. I've also had a more in-depth look at Web2 tools, and will be leaving here with many questions to develop my ideas. I was also surprised on how many contradictions I found, like with the pros and cons, with how emailing is good because you can write exactly what you want to say, but also speaking on the phone may be seen as better because you can put across what you want to say, how you want to say it, because in emails there's no emotion. So that's what I've learned today.
I think today I've realised that just for as many pros there are, I think there are just as many cons. And I think it's maybe important to weigh up in my own mind how important the pros and cons are, and it might be completely different. Someone might find something positive and a positive way of using it, and I might completely disagree. I think for my own personal situation I need to realise what is helpful to me and what isn't, maybe, and to realise why I use the web so much, and primarily I do use it for my profession. So I think to remember that every day and reflect every day maybe why I've used it, what have I got from it today, what have I explored today, and I think that's important to keep a real reason why I do use it so much.
I think I learned today that I'm more practical when it comes. I don't, all this, because it's more theory or academic, I find that I haven't gained much from it, but I think maybe because I'm more of a practical person, learning. So now, I think what I've kind of obtained in my mind is maybe some new agencies that we've said among ourselves, which I haven't heard of, and yeah, to really think before you start just clicking on every audition that you see, or just browsing the internet, to really think before I actually just click on, like whether or not it's worth my while. Instead of me sitting there for hours and hours and hours, which I have been doing. Yeah, that's what I've learned.
I've probably learned I'd say highlights of the session have been obviously meeting everyone and hearing other people's opinion. I'm also a very practical person myself. I do not rely on the web. It's made me lazy in the sense that not picking up a pen and writing. And so when it comes to sending out a letter, or someone says fill in a CV and it's not online, it's then, oh, you can actually see my handwriting. And it's actually that. Because I've just become lazy since it's now in primary school you're getting on the computer now. So I think as performing artists, I think it's so easy to become lazy because we're confident people and we do best at talking and one-on-ones, facing people. So all this technology stuff is too much for my brain, to be honest. But yeah, I know what I need to work on. So yeah, just need to focus.
I've learned actually how much I actually do rely on the web. How much the whole internet technology has actually taken over my mind. Actually, it's shown in the way I write, the way I speak, and the way I present myself. And it's really bad. I find that, like the teacher says, that we do become lazy. Like being a performing student, I do become lazy. I would not normally look for auditions, like go out there and look for auditions, normally go on the web or rely on Facebook, Twitter, emails like that, and it's like, I don't know, it just comes across as like, yeah, lazy. Like the way I speak, like the way I would speak to my parents, or the way I would speak to colleagues, the way I would send emails, I find it that, yeah, it's just
Reliant and comfortable.
It's really bad. So I need to like get out there more. I really do.
What I've learned that the social media, all this social networking stuff, is actually both good and bad, because everyone has their own opinions about things and everyone's opinion is different and it is just opinion. But at the same time, we find that you can put up certain things and someone else might get offended, or you're not really thinking about what you're doing. But now it's made me realise that when I go back and write my blogs, there's certain names and things that I can mention, and there's certain things that I shouldn't mention, because obviously, although it's just my opinion, there's a big chance that someone will probably get offended